understanding you. A couple of days ago, I was on a bus ride back home. Well, to my car in the parking lot. I just say home because it's on the way there. The lady who was driving the bus was talking about Israelites. And I said, okay, she knows. She has been awakened. She understands. She's actually read the Bible. She stopped attending church and she realized that the message that they were sending at church was wrong. And I'm not against God's people. I'm not against God's church. Never that. I am against false prophets and false teachers. Teach it the right way. But I will say this. We need to wake up. Once again, like I say, understanding you. Do you know that your great-grandmother used to be a Republican if she's black? Let's marinate and think about that for a second. If your great-grandmother used to be a Republican and we're Democrats, what switched and what changed? At one point in 1988, Texas stopped. No, 1988 was the last time Texas was a Democratic state. If you've been to Texas, I'm from there. Very racist state. A lot of the southern states used to be Democratic. What changed? You have to ask yourself that. Black people want to be Democrats in this generation. Now they want to switch back to being Republicans. When you realize that voting does not matter, you build your own community up. It's very simple. If I drop this piece of trash on the ground, what am I doing to my community? I am trashing my community. But if I pick up this bottle off the ground, I don't need the government to tell me, okay, cool. What's stopping you from saying, hey, you know what? As a group of people, let's get together and watch the neighborhood. Oh, y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't understand. See, people think they need politics to change people or change certain views and stuff like that. But there's a system in place. Just because you have somebody in office doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get what you want in office. Ask Trump. Ask Obama. Excuse me. Ask Obama, ask Trump the difference between the two. Or George Bush, you can go back that far. Think about it for a second. While these people were in office, they all had a certain agenda, an underlining. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very honest and I'm very transparent with people. When I say Obama helped out the gays way more than black people, he helped out the gays way more than black people. That's not even a second thought. But I will say this to say that. Trump, on the other hand, has helped out a lot of redneck, excuse my French, I shouldn't say redneck, poor and middle class white people. He has given them what you call hope. And okay to be racist out loud again. And I understand, I'm saying yes, make America great, and I love that. Make America great again, and I love the idea of that concept, because you know what? If you understand who you are, you weren't meant to be in this plan. They never planned for us, but we made a plan for us. Are we executing it? No. Can we execute it? Yes. This is the time where we are a part of the second generation. I do believe we are a part of the second generation that has no excuses, to where all of us can touch $1 billion before we die. It's 13% of black people in the world. I mean, in the United States, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? If we got together, that's a less percentage. Usually, lesser numbers are more effective because it's less people and they have less people to rely on. It's just themselves. But it's the opposite. We want to go back and forth between Democratic and Republican, or, you know, let's be a leftist liberal and stuff like that, which is all the same thing. And when you realize and you sit back and you peep game, things are already in position. It's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy at all. Let's just go back a little bit further. Bush Sr. couldn't keep up with Clinton. Clinton said, his campaign against Bush Sr. was, hey, I'm gonna make this thing where we're gonna go against crime, because the Democrats never went against crime. So what Clinton did was he said, 3 strikes and you're out. That was what he was big for. It's funny how a couple of years ago he had came out and said, I was wrong, I did wrong. I shouldn't have done that to those people. They shouldn't have deserved that. So y'all can like Hillary Clinton. Peep game, sis, peep game, bruh. So you can like Hillary and she can get that respect. Sure enough, the reason why Bush beat out Gore, definitely because of cheating in Florida. Definitely because of cheating in Florida. That's not even a second thought. Definitely because of cheating in Florida. But when Bush won, his agenda was, I'm gonna finish my daddy's business in the Middle East. He went to war, and Cat Williams said it best. We didn't know what they military suit uniform looked like. We were shooting khakis, people in khakis, hoodies, basketball shorts, do-rags. It didn't matter. If you looked like you was a threat, you was gonna get treated like you was a threat. But more so and more or less, Obama won because, you know, Mitt Romney was too old to be being president. But when Obama won, he wanted education and rights for a certain group of people. If you were gay between the time span of 2008 to 2016, you saw an amazing progress. You saw a leap. Or if you were LGBT, I remember when I was in high school, my senior year, 2011, there was it was a transgender bathroom in our school. I'm not against transgenders or nothing like that or anything like that, or that culture, that you are who you are, but all I'm gonna say is this: you got all the stuff, and my great grandmother and my grandmother, who both have been around for quite some time, and they never got those opportunities just being black women. They never even got treated like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Obama took care of them. He didn't take care of us. And now we're seeing under Trump, he just want to make America great. I don't know what Trump's doing, dude. At this point, I have no earthly idea what Trump is. I think he's just existing, bro. He's like, I got till November. If I'm back in this thing, so be it. If I'm not, so be it again. But as a race, as blacks, bro, we need to understand, bro. Stop supporting Black Lives Matter. It's not for us. Democrats, Republicans, they don't care about us. If you vote, you still die, no matter what. There's people getting killed under Obama too. Y'all remember Eric Gardner, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown? You know, guys remember those people? They died under Obama. So don't sit here and think for a second that just because you put the person in office, you think that's going to execute your plan. And I live for moments like this when people tell me I'm wrong. Nothing has changed in the past 20 years but the internet. When you realize that nothing has changed except for a certain set of communities that got their rights, all right then. When you realize that, and people say that it's ignorant. No, you do your history and you do your research. Once again, when you look at things and you understand that you're really wasting your time voting, running around putting stickers on your car, making you feel like, oh man, I'm doing something for the world. But in reality, all you're doing is really just putting in the person that you want. You're not looking out for them, the next guy, you're looking out for yourself. And you can sit here and try to convince yourself saying, yeah, man, that's what I'm doing. When you sit here and you tell yourself, bro, I'm doing the right thing by putting this person in office, but the next person next to you be like, but I don't want that person in office. That doesn't benefit me in any way. You know what I mean? That's what they thought they were doing with Trump. That's what they thought they was doing with Obama. That's what they thought they was doing with Bush. That's what they thought they were doing with Clinton. That's what they thought they were doing with George Bush Sr., so on and so forth. So before you go out here parading Democrat or Republican, understand who you are. Understand what you're going up against and how to battle what you see out there in the world every day. Like I said, simple example. If there's trash on the ground in your community, pick it up. You don't have to be a political leader to do that. It's just common sense. Understanding you.